I'm Geoffrey Alagaratnam, President's Counsel, former President of the Bar Association. What we are facing today is a very serious undermining of the rule of law and democracy. We have allegations that an interim order of the Supreme Court has violated parliamentary powers and privileges. Whoever read this as being an interference with the powers of Parliament has made a serious error, and one cannot understand how such an error can be made, if not that it is only for an ulterior purpose to interfere with the judiciary, to reduce the independence and the integrity of the judiciary, and a virtual threat to an independent institution which is intended to uphold the democratic rights of the people. So one must realize that this is not an attack on judges. This is an attack on the rule of law. This is an attack on democracy. And whatever the economic problems or the allegations related to shortage of funds may be, there is something very more fundamental. There's no point having economic advancement and economic development if we don't have a proper democracy and the rule of law. And this attempt to claim that the judges' functions have eaten into parliamentary privilege is a frontal attack on democracy. It doesn't only affect the legal profession, it affects all of us, all citizens who have to stand up and be counted. And because this is a dangerous trend, it's very much also similar, but I think a little more serious than the impeachment of Shirani Bandaranaike as a Chief Justice. Here, there is for one thing no connection between the parliamentary privileges, and as some of my learned friends of the profession have mentioned, if at all, the order of the Supreme Court is only against the Minister of Finance on withholding of monies budgeted by Parliament. It is really a strengthening of Parliament. It is doing what it is helping Parliament to fulfill its role of upholding democracy by allowing the monies budgeted for elections, which is fundamental to democracy, to be released, and where the executive has wrongly undermined Parliament. The executive is doing what it wants to. And so we find that the Parliament is, as it were, trying to be used as a tool, just as much as this Parliament and the previous Parliament also were used as tools. It is the judiciary that has to protect democracy and not allow just one person or one individual to run the whole country and take various decisions for ulterior purposes. So we have to strongly condemn this suggestion that it's a violation of parliamentary privilege. We have to strongly oppose any action to intimidate or threaten the judiciary or any independent institution which is there for us, for you and me, to protect democracy. If we don't stand up for this, we might as well forget about democracy, forget about the rule of law, forget about the economy, and forget about our country. And this is an urgent matter to be addressed. Thank you.